Hey guys, so welcome to today's video. If you're new, my name is Brittany. Welcome to my channel. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you can get a lot of more content like this and a bunch of other stuff that I do on this channel. But for today's video, we're gonna play with the air fryer. This is my #1 appliance. If you have one and you don't use it, you need to start using it. If you don't have one, you need to get one. And I have a discount code down in the description. Go check it out. You can go get one of these. They're super nice. I'll talk to you more about it in a little bit, but let's go check out some wonderful, tasty, delicious recipes and some nice little tricks you can use for your air fryer. All right, so we're gonna make some lunch. I saw this on Pinterest and I thought this would be like super fun and exciting. You can actually make, like, these are pretty cheap. These are the wonton wrappers. The egg roll wrappers are much larger, but I got these just because I feel like these would be great to go with like a side. But you can use the wonton wrappers, the egg roll wrappers. You can use tortillas, corn tortillas. You can use pie crust, you know, pizza dough, whatever you want to do. But I want the crispiness from the wonton wrappers. So we're gonna make like pizza rolls. So I've just got a huge thing of cheese sticks for summer. These are great for snacking. And then I always buy this huge thing of pepperoni because my kids can go through some pepperoni. And then I just have some jar sauce so we can dip it in. And then we'll just have like a side of corn and salad or something. I don't know, but we're gonna get these going. Should be super easy. You could make a bunch of these, put them in the refrigerator in like a little container, and then the kids can just pop them out and put them in there in the air fryer. If you write like the time on the container on a Post-it note, they'll be able to just do it whenever they want them. Okay, look at all these wrappers still left. Like, they pack a lot in here. So if this is your first time using them, this was my first time. When you pull them apart, like some of them will be stuck together. So they are thin, so you'll want to make sure that you like separate them. So I'm going to cover this in a paper towel and then put it in a Ziploc bag. Okay, so I've got these in the air fryer. I don't know if I need to spray them. If I do, I'm gonna take them out and spray them. I need to look it up. But okay, this is how I work with the air fryer. I just play with the temperatures. Like, I don't walk away and set it for the highest temperature and then come back in 10 minutes. So these are small. They should only take 5 minutes, and I'll probably do like 370. My rule of thumb for the air fryer is whatever you would put the temperature in the oven, I would do it like 20 to 50 degrees. Like, it's a big 20, 30, 40 degrees difference. You want to do it lower than what you do in the oven, if that makes sense. Because the heating element is right, say hello to my cat, right here. Like, that's the heat right there, and it blows around. And so it's super close than it is in the oven. So I always drop the temperature, even if you're doing something from a package that gives you directions for the oven. Drop the temperature and the time, and then come back and check very often. Yes, oh my gosh, they look so good. So cheese came out of some of them. You just have to like wrap and seal them really well, but I mean, they're still delicious. So I did 370 at 5 minutes. You probably could have done like less time or less temp, probably done like 350 at 5 minutes and probably would have been a little bit better, but hey, we live and we learn, but they're still gonna be good. And I have our salads going. I have my sauce in the microwave. We're gonna eat some yummy cheese and pepperoni wraps, pizza rolls, whatever you wanna call them. Okay, so this was not even on my list to make, but I have a ton of these left and I'm kind of craving something sweet. So I have everything on hand. So I just took some apples, cinnamon, sugar, just cooked it a little bit on the stove, and I've let it cool down just a little bit so that I can, like, you know, not burn myself. I have cream cheese and then wonton wrappers. So this same thing I do with like an apple tart. So I'll take like a pie crust and I will put a half a block, I think it is, of cream cheese, and then I slice up some apples, and then I fold it over. If I can find the video, it's really old on my channel, but I just fold over the edges and you leave the apple part sticking out, like in the top part, and you bake it, and it's so good. So I wanted to try it with these because it will be like crispy and delicious. So I'm gonna put a little bit of cream cheese, a little bit of egg, a little bit of apple, and then I'm gonna put it together. I'm gonna put them on parchment, spray them, and then put them in there, and then bake them. And we'll see how long it goes. Okay, we're making this up as we go. So I'm gonna spray them. It's best if you use this kind of spray to not spray it in your air fryer. It can like mess up the metals and stuff. But if you get an oil spritzer, you can do that. Just not these like aerosol cans. So I'm just laying on parchment paper. Just gonna spray both sides, and then I'm gonna sprinkle it with maybe a little bit of sugar, I think. I think that sounds good. And then I'm gonna bake them. I'll probably do 350 for 3 minutes. See, I'm just making up as I go because you never know. All right. Oh my, that dumped out. If you had like the big sugar crystals, that would be good. All right, so I'm gonna transfer this into the air fryer. Do you guys see this? I'm not gonna open it yet because that stuff is probably boiling. But I did 350 for 3 minutes, and then they weren't quite crispy enough. And then I added 2 more minutes at 340, I think it was. So this one I'm doing 5 minutes at 340, so then I'll check them. But they are super crispy. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. I think I'm gonna dust them with some powdered sugar. If you have like a caramel drizzle on top, or ice cream, oh my gosh. Okay, so I cooled it down enough to eat it. It's like eating a really thin ice cream cone, like, because it's super crunchy around there, and then it's super soft and creamy on the inside. Guys, this might be a problem. These are amazing. All right, we're gonna make French toast. So I have leftover hot dog buns. Are these just hot dog buns? So we've had like 2 cookouts with family and friends, and we have like all these hamburger buns. I think there's some hamburger buns in here, and I don't want them to go to waste. So you could use some really lovely flavored nice bread, or you could just use whatever you have. Summertime. I'm gonna use whatever the heck I have. So I'm gonna make my normal batter. Okay, so I don't have any measurements. I just do eggs, milk. I don't have milk, so I'm using evaporated milk, same thing. And then I add a little bit of sugar, some cinnamon if you want to, and then I dip it, and I'm gonna put it in my air fryer. I have parchment paper lined on the bottom, just so that the stuff doesn't drip down in the bottom and I have to clean that extra. So I'm gonna get this going, I'm gonna take that out, and then I'm preheat it, and then we'll have some French toast. All right, I flipped them. This is the yucky side, but they're all toasted, delicious. I'm gonna put these on a plate and then stick them in the microwave and then do the last batch. And then the kids can have French toast this morning. Yes, does a hot dog bun look great? No, but look at this. This is the largest French toast stick you'll find. you know? Tell them the French toast sticks, they'll never know. But I am, you know, not throwing away food. So here's the French toast. I'm gonna give it a try once it cools down just a tad. And I'm gonna use the rest of this batter, use the rest of the buns, and then that's a that's a quick and easy breakfast. All right, so quickly I wanted to share the new Joyous air fryer I received, and I'm absolutely loving it. I love the white appliance. I feel like you can't find very many white appliances now, but I think it's very beautiful. It looks nice, it's super sleek, but I just want to share a couple things with you. This one has a classic European design. The Joyous features easy to read LED digital touchscreen, which is easy to use. So you just press the button and then you can go through and select your presets, which there are 8 presets that you can do for baking, frying, grilling, roasting, toasting, and whatever your heart desires. Made with a high-end aluminum inner cavity. So this entire part and everything inside is a nice aluminum. It's one of the words I can't say, sorry guys. Large capacity, it's convenient, 5.8 quart, an air fryer that can actually, like, you can put an entire roasted chicken in here. You can put a lot of stuff in here. So this is my absolute favorite appliance in my house right now. Like, I don't know how long I've had an air fryer, maybe like 3 years, and I don't like appliances out and, you know, on display, but we use this so much that we like never put it away. And with your air fryer, you'll get a cake pan, a pizza pan, and a silicone mat. I've used all of these in multiple different things. So I've done a meatloaf and a cake in these. For meatloaf, you just want to watch it. And I've actually dumped out the grease while it's been going there, because sometimes it just kind of fills up with too much grease. And then I've done cake. And if you're going to do a cake, you want to drop the temperature of your air fryer. You don't want to go with the normal like 350 for however long. You want to drop it down to like 330 or 320 and then check it as you go to make sure it doesn't burn. I've done little mini pizzas in here. I've used this as like a pan to put things on, so it's like less cleanup. So you can put like your chicken, fish, you know, whatever on here and then stick it in here. And then when you're done, pull it out, and all you have to do is clean this. You don't have to clean your entire air fryer. And then the silicone pan is great that if you're trying to put something hot on it, or if you need to grab something out of there, it's great for that. You take things out, you can just sit these right on top. Now I do want to share about accessories that you can get for your air fryer. There are tons of accessories that you can order online, but I found like anything that you can put into your oven, you can put into an air fryer. So if you use baking dishes, you know, any type of pan that can go into an oven, put it in your air fryer, it's fine. But you just have to find the right sizing. So I actually found these a while ago, like 2 years ago at the Target, like one spot. They were like $5. I have 2 of them. These are perfect for like leftovers or like a little mini lunch or something. But I mean, it's it's a little glass dish and it's oven safe. So I just take it. When I did, I think it was at Christmas or Thanksgiving, I put our leftover like mac and cheese in here. And if you wanted to have the baked mac and cheese all over again, like next day after Thanksgiving, it fits perfectly in here. Close it, you can put your foil on top so it gets nice and bubbly. Take it off like you normally would and let it get nice and crispy on top. All right, so I think that's it. But if you have any more questions, definitely comment down below and let's go check out some more recipes. All right, so this was one that I was planning to do, but I was doing it for dinner and I was like, oh wait, I can record it and show it. So corn on the cob, I normally boil my corn on the cob. This is also leftover corn on the cob from a cookout we had. So you can do this with fresh, like it hasn't been cooked yet, or you know, reheating it. So you would just put your corn, I put it in aluminum foil just because I can salt and pepper it. And then I add a little bit of butter. And it will just cook and steam, really. And all of this. Just like this. I'm gonna do 2 of these so we have enough. But I'm just gonna do 350 for about probably 10 minutes just because it's been in the fridge. But if you're doing like fresh corn that hasn't been in the fridge, probably 5 to 10 minutes will do fine. You just kind of have to feel it and just make sure that it's, you know, warm. But this has been in the fridge, you know, so it's super cold. So I'm probably gonna do about 10 minutes. All right, there she is. It's nice and hot and the butter melted all over the corn. And it's like, I left it in there, like once it was done, I just let it sit while everything else finished up. And now we're gonna have delicious buttery corn on the cob. So one of the favorite things that I love about the air fryer is cooking meat in it. We've done fish, chicken. I'm trying to see if I've used any kind of beef. We've reheated our steaks, left it from like restaurants and stuff. So we reheated our steaks in them. I've never really cooked a steak in it just because I usually don't cook steak on the, you know, in the house. We always grill it, but it's super quick and easy. So if you need to fix some chicken really fast or fish, it's so fast. So I am doing 2 separate things tonight. I really want fish. Matthew's just not a fan of like this kind of salmon. He likes like salmon cakes and stuff. But so I'm fixing him some chicken, and then I'm gonna fix me some salmon. I'm gonna show you how I do it both ways. So this has seasoning on both, and I'm just going to put it in my air fryer. I usually do like 370 for about 6 minutes, and I kind of check it to see. It does not take long, and you do not want to overcook chicken because it gets super dry. So I'm gonna put this in and get this started, and then I'll cut and season my salmon. All right, so this is about 6 minutes in. I always do the touch test where I just tap it just to see how it feels. Once you kind of learn that trick, then you kind of know. So I'm gonna give it about another minute. In there for about 4 or 5 minutes. I like to squeeze it and just kind of feel if it's firm and then drop it, but it's all crispy. If you like the skin, this is just how I do it. I just put the oil on the top with all the seasonings. I just do Old Bay and lemon juice. You can do whatever you want, but that's how I make my salmon, and it's super easy. And once this cools down, I'll just fill it with water. I got salmon everywhere. And then I'll let it soak for a little bit, and then I'll scrub it and clean it, and then I'll have to do an extra scrubbing for right here. All right, so my kids are very comfortable with using the air fryer. They just kind of, we have a couple different things in the freezer that they can just kind of grab. All right, my kids are very comfortable using the air fryer. So a lot of times they'll just go get a bowl, fill it up with chicken nuggets or pizza rolls or fries or something, and then fix them. I don't really tell them a time setting. They literally just like cut it on and then press start. And then I tell them, because I think it's like 15 minutes for this. Yeah, 15 minutes. Make sure it doesn't start. But I just tell them to kind of watch it, and every couple minutes. Sometimes I'm like, just do 6 minutes. So they'll just adjust it to, you know, the time that is needed. And then I just tell them to kind of watch after it just to make sure that it's not overcooking. But they're super, you know, comfortable with it. So I figured I would make little lunch packs. So I will put some chicken nuggets and fries in a Ziploc bag, and then they can just pull this out, dump it in there, and start the air fryer. Because Noah, he's almost 12, he would put a half a bag of chicken nuggets in there and then just leave the rest in there until I come to fix dinner and open it, and then there's a whole thing full of chicken nuggets. So, or pizza rolls or whatever he fixed. So I'm gonna make a couple little lunch packs and then we'll stick them in the freezer. All right, so they're all done. We have seven bags. So yeah, it's like a week's worth for one kid. I mean, they're not gonna eat this every day, but you can do this with pizza rolls, you know, any kind of thing that's easy for them to kind of grab and go. So just throw this in the freezer and they can just pull it out, dump it in there, start it, and lunch is ready. So this is great for moms or dads that are home during the summer and working from home when their kids are at home as well, so that you don't have to constantly be bugged where they're like, come fix me lunch, come fix me lunch. That's what my kids do. So lunch is ready for this week. All right, guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely go check out the links in the description to get your own Joyous air fryer today. There is a discount up until I think the 20th, if I'm correct. But I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Let me know if there's something that you want me to try in an air fryer that you were too afraid to try, because I would love to try it out. Also, let me know what you cook in your air fryer. Do you use it like daily? Like, this is something that we use all the time. Like, every single day our air fryer is getting used. So, but anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye, guys.